Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the Enlightened Path. I am Ayana Nicole, and this is your July 2018 love reading. So, Virgo, I've already shuffled. Let's get started and see what July holds as far as your love life. So, I'm just going to cut the cards once more, and we will lay out your spread. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guys, I'm sorry if I sound a little off. It is really early here, and I was really trying to get these videos out to you guys. So, because this is love, this may also resonate if you have Virgo with Venus, and if you do not have your natal chart and you haven't had it done, I always keep a link to Café Astrology in the description box below. Okay, Virgo, bottom of the deck, we got the Fool card. I'm going to be clarifying with the Morgan Greer deck. Just this one here. So what we have at the center of your reading, Virgo, is the Wise One with the King of Rods. And I am going to go ahead and just try to give you guys somewhat of a view of what we're looking at here. So what we have is the Wise One with the King of Rods crossing. The Death card is at the base of the reading, so I definitely feel like July finds some of you guys ending a situation where there's been quite a sudden dramatic kind of change. Similar to the Tower effect, but with the Death card, this is an ending to the situation at whole, or it is an ending to how things are done in the relationship, how issues are handled, how you go about the communication. There's a change, and with that change, something old is done with, and there's a new way of doing things. So with the Sun card, the situation was very happy in the past. You and this person would have been on the same page. And for some of you, it is going to be a fire sign that we're looking at here because we do have the King of Rods. So that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. For others of you, I do have water energy here with the Queen of Cups in your environment. So that would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. With the Ace of Rods, this is actually making a lot of sense because the base of the reading is the Death card, and the Ace of Rods is all about new beginnings. So, once again, some of you may have closed out a chapter, or some of you may have just decided, this way of doing things is not working. Let's try a new way of getting things done. But with the Wise One, I feel like definitely July finds you going within. It's you taking a step back. And this is also the card here. This deck calls it the Wise One, but this is actually the Hermit card. And so July finds you taking a step back, going within, and really thinking things through. This is about soul searching and finding enlightenment within yourself. With the Three of Pentacles coming towards you, I definitely feel like July is going to find you concentrating, focusing, maybe working with others as well. Yes, because we have the Two of Rods, but it came out in reverse. You don't know exactly what the next move is, whether it is in career, finance. I feel like a lot of energy is going to go towards figuring out what is next, right? Because with the Two of Pentacles in your present spot, some of you are feeling a lot of imbalance. And for others of you, when it comes to finance, there's this instability that's got you like this guy, where he's juggling, right? He's kind of walking this really, really fine line. And that may be where a lot of your energy goes in July. A lot of your focus is going to be going to trying to figure out how to make things work out. I want to see the Sun card, because this lets me know that in the past, you and your partner would have definitely been on the same page. There's a lot of happiness here, a lot of harmony. But we've got the Five of Cups, and we've also got the Moon card. So I definitely feel like with this particular relationship, for those of you that this resonates with, this would be a situation that, some changes have come about because some secrets have come out with the Moon card. And again, this is the card of Pisces. So again, some of you could be dealing with a water sign. And there's secrets that have either you or your partner crying over spilled milk. So some of you could be, for some of you, there has been an end to this situation. For others of you, you guys are taking a new approach because you want a new beginning here, right? But there's a lot of figuring out for you to do in July. Not only with finances, but I also feel in this relationship. But I definitely feel like there's this juggling, this balancing that has to be done in July. So the Queen of Cups, again, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio is in the environment. I feel like if you are dealing with a water sign or someone predominantly with water in their chart, that it's you that's taking the action, Virgo. It would be you taking the action to find a new way of making this work. It would be you that's, taking on the burden of throwing out the old way of doing things that apparently did not work and finding a new way with this Ace of Rods that does work for this. And it does bring in balance. And some of you could be reading, some of you could be asking for help from those around you, getting some relationship advice. Some of you are even, I don't know if I said this, reading relationship books, right? Doing some research on how to bounce back from how to bounce back from not only like cheating in a relationship or deception in a relationship, but just how to bring a toxic relationship or a relationship that hasn't been that healthy back into a healthy state. Some of you are really, really doing the legwork because you want this to come about. With the Queen of Cups, this person would be in your environment, and for some of you, this is your partner. I want to see. She is in the upright, which is a very, very good sign, Virgo. But how is she feeling? Yeah, Death card. So I've got the Death card here twice. It's funny, my Death card came out sideways, and I don't feel like this Queen of Cups is either sure about wanting this to end or they don't want it to end. One more for the Queen of Cups. Two more for the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So for some of you, this person is definitely a mom. You may have children with them. And then for others of you, this person may have communicated that they are, looking for newness. The message is not going to be the same for all Virgos. Some of you are dealing with a partner that definitely is kind of done with this situation. And you're done with them. Others of you, you're putting in the work and this partner is not even sure that they want to move on themselves, right? With the Hermit in reverse, for some reason, I feel like this person has gone within and it did not help. Kind of like they did a lot of thinking and it confused them. They didn't find the answers that they were searching for within. And that could be why I'm feeling like they're not sure about wanting this to end, right? With the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords is, it's heavy, heavy, heavy energy, you know, heavy in thought, sometimes heavy in communication. But Virgo, this is temporary because the tens are the end of a cycle. So this negative energy, the fact that it's showing up in your ninth spot is really good because it's almost a caution to not fall into that negative energy. And with the Four of Cups being the final outcome, it's very important to not fall into the Ten of Swords, which is just, you know, the dark night of the soul. Because with the Four of Cups, there's a cup that's being offered that you're missing. And if you wallow in this Ten of Swords energy, you'll miss that cup that's being offered. You see that guy has his eyes closed. He doesn't even realize that another cup is being poured for him. I'm going to get clarification on this before we close out, Virgo. Ten of Pentacles. So for those of you that are, that July finds like having a difficult time with finance, the Ten of Pentacles is a great sign for not only finance, but it's also a great sign for love. So if you are the Virgo that is actually working on a relationship that's kind of been through the ringer in the recent past, this is a really, really good sign because this is clarifying the Four of Cups. Now, let me explain this to you. In order for you to have a chance at the Ten of Pentacles, you got to open your eyes and see that cup that you're missing. You're going to have to stay out of this energy. You see, even his eyes are closed too. You're going to have to really, really get out of your head, Virgo, and really see what's around you so that you can receive this Ten of Pentacles. And you see, this is two people. This is two people in this card, not just one. And this is happiness, this is abundance, this is fulfillment, this is blessings. So be very, very mindful no matter what's happening, no matter how much you're trying to work things out and it just feels like, you know, it's not coming. Don't give up and don't surrender to the negativity. I'm going to get one more for that final outcome, and then I'll also pull one for the Ten of Swords. So one more for the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Let's do those first. Yeah, Four of Cups again. If you want that and you want to get to this Four of Wands, so we got two fours here on top of the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. If you're wanting to get here, building foundations, right? Really celebrating, really happy about your home life. There's been movement. If you want to get to this space, you're going to have to recognize that cup. So here's the Four of Cups again, and if you look, the cup is coming out of the clouds in this one. The universe will be offering. There's something that the universe is offering you. Don't miss it, Virgo. Do not miss it, because if you recognize it, it is going to bring you great, great joy on the home front and possibly with this relationship that's been through the ringer lately. So with that, I'm going to close out Definitely leave me comments if you have them. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're interested in a personal reading, all my information is in the description box below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And Virgo, I will see you guys probably within the next week for your financial forecast.